Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Yes, I am in my grey jumper today. Yeah, costume change. Today we are doing a monologue video. This is something different. I do it on Instagram all the time, but I've never done it on YouTube, so I thought I would do that today. So we've got 3 or 4 monologues in different accents. We've got an American one, we've got an English one, we got an Irish one, we got one in Scottish as well. Some of these are written by me, some of these are not. I'm not going to say which are written by me and which aren't, but you could probably tell depending on if it's good or not. But there we go. Okay. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to do a tiny bit of that, so you'll see that. And this page isn't normally for my acting. This is, you know, vlogs, top 10s, tier lists, you know, all that sort of shit. But I thought, since I'm an actor, I might as well use this to my advantage and use it in the video today. So there we go. Let's get into it. I'm going to move the chair so I can get a bit lower on your level and then act. So let's do this. Oh Jesus. Okay, and now you can't see the mic, so that's right. Cool. We're going to do the American one first. So there's 2 characters in this scene. It's a duologue. It's dialogue, and then there's like one bit of a monologue. So we'll get to that. There is Mary and James. James will be in an American accent, and then I'll just do Mary as myself. But Mary is James's mother, and basically Mary's abandoned James. Like, she left him when he was a kid. Alright? Let's go for a take. I just wanted to see your face. I wanted to hear your voice. I wanted my son back. I have spent 20 years imagining this moment, and now leaving you, it gutted me. And I have carried that with me every day of my life, but I had to, because your father, oh, I'm sorry, let me guess, he threatened you. No. He threatened your life. He told me that if I went near you, ever, that he would kill you. And when he died, I thought it was safe, but I was wrong. You're still in danger. I don't believe you. You saw what your father did at his own funeral. I saw the last grasping prank of a lunatic, and now what I'm hearing is an excuse. 20 years in the making. Hey, I had 20 years to think about this too, alright? You want to know what I think about the most? Let me set the scene for you. It was the night Dad finally, suddenly snapped. And I'm sitting in the police station, freezing cold, because I'm in my pajamas when the police came and picked me up from the house. I was asleep, remember, in bed alone. And the nice officer, he drapes the coat over my shoulders. I feel a little better. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and my cold little feet are dangling in the air, and I am waiting. I'm waiting for my mom to come pick me up, because they said they called you. Yeah, they said that it was only going to be an hour, and then they'd explain everything, and then it was 2 hours, and then it was the next morning. When I lie in bed at night, staring up at the ceiling, unable to sleep, I'm not wondering why Dad finally suddenly snapped. No, that doesn't haunt me. What haunts me is you. You left me when I needed you the most. With no explanation, no goodbye. I'm so sorry. I don't care anymore. I don't need your excuses. You want to keep me safe? You know what you should do? Leave again. And see, so that one right there was James and Mary. We're now switching to the Irish accent. A monologue from a character called Jamie. Right. Let's see if I can. Okay. One moment. Okay. To see that guitar. I used to be able to play that guitar well. I used to go out with hot girls and I could run 200 meters faster than anybody in my school. You're the youngest. You get to follow the path that I cut for us through the jungle that is our mad family. I was alone with them for 4 years. You think they're crazy now? Back then they were psycho. I was in the middle of that, alone, Connor. And then you came along, thank God. And you just followed the path that I cut for us. You just moved in my jet stream. And people laugh at me, Connor. The stoner, the college dropout. And they praise you, which is fine. But once, I was a fucking jet engine. And that's the Irish. Nice and short, but there we go. Oh, Jesus, Mother Mary. Okay. So that was Irish. We're now doing an English monologue. Okay, let's get on with it. Oh, it's a bit higher. You're going to hear all that ruffling about later. Today we are going to talk about the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? Well, to me, I believe the meaning of life is happiness. If you are not enjoying life, chances are you're probably not happy. I know people hate this phrase, but it's annoyingly true, man. YOLO. You only live once. You have to make sure that you're happy in that life. Because a lot of people try to dictate how you should live that life, but ultimately, you are the only person to decide how to live your life to remain happy. If I were to let other people dictate my life, I would be in a ditch somewhere in Greater London with no home. Listen, a lot of people I know always try to make people happy, and I'm like, why? You have to make sure you're happy yourself. If you have a list of people who are the closest to you, and you are not on the top of that list, then fuck me, something's wrong, man. Do what makes you happy. Do what you enjoy. Alright? Nice one. So that's a nice wee short one there. Okay, so the Scottish one, now to end the video, we're going to do the Scottish so I can just lead into the outro. The Scottish one is from Shakespeare. It's a Macduff. A couple of little paragraphs. There should be some Malcolm lines in the middle, but I'm just skipping that. I'm doing the first bit and then I'm doing the second bit, and that's it. Alright? So let's crack on with it. Oh, Jesus. Right. Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. But fear not to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold. The time you may seem hoodwink. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined. Fit to govern? No, not to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again, since that the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeat'st upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here. And that was the Scottish one. So that's a couple of little wee monologues for you, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing over the top. I just wanted to have something different because, you know, the vlogs are the main part of the channel, Mondays and Fridays. Wednesdays make up the little random video in between just to keep you occupied. But whether that's a top 10 or a, you know, a tier list or a reaction video, I just wanted something different, you know. Back in the day we had the unproduced scripts, but that's not really working out anymore. So it's just something to keep people intrigued in the channel. But yeah, so that's that. Moon's red today. I've been the monologue reader, your host, Bash Dinsmore. I'll see you very soon.